What a way to kick off a show, folks. Have some of this. Oh, we'll see lots of Dreamliners, man. We're going to see lots of Dreamliners. And by the sounds of it, we're going to see quite a few Queens as well, man. Cargo Logic Air 747-400 freighter, folks. Welcome to Saturday on Big Jet TV. Oh, goodness. Fire it up! What's the FPM on that? 3,000 feet a minute or something stupid like that. Hey! Ha ha ha! Look at this. I haven't even had the time to get my phone out. Flipping Nora. This is fantastic, man. GP. All good. All good. Audio, visual. Audio, video, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh my goodness me. Wow. Absolutely flipping wow. What is that Delta 767 doing over there? Oh man, gotta go head on with this. Look at this big lad here. Get lots of Dreamliners. In your own time. Derated compared to the Jumbo, man. Watch him use literally, mind you, with these winds they could be going up a little bit earlier. I mean, that's going to give them an extra 20 knot speed on their run because of the wind speeds. Still going to use a lot of runway, but I predict maybe a bit earlier going up than normal. And there she goes. Wow. Hey up, big lad. Flipping Nora. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Fandabadorsy. Look at the size of the valance, the leading edge, that wing. Look how deep it is, ladies and gentlemen. The most impressive thing about the 380, a lot of people say, is its wing. Full Rolls-Royce Trent 900s, or could be GPW's 7200s engine alliance, sitting in their flight deck. Most incredible flight deck, folks. You'll see. I think that little, I think we might have a little taxi lights gone off. So it's more a courtesy thing more than anything else. Big lad. Martin Cook. Wow, straight in there. Martin Cook, welcome everybody. Returning first officer. And Ken Tolle. There's a new member. Welcome to Premium Ken. Welcome everybody. Get to your comments as soon as I can. Obviously straight in at the deep end here. Come on now. Letting a little intersect go out first. Letting him go out first. Slowly creeping into position, look. Oh, look at this. How synchronized are Emirates, man. Look at this. There's a thumbnail, Julie. There's a thumbnail that we've just... Oh my goodness me. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Craziest flight deck ever, man. Craziest flight deck ever. If you ever fly on the 380, before you go, when you actually embark, when you get on the aircraft, make sure you speak to the crew and just say, hey listen, can I pre-book up front with the flight deck just before I get off? They'll be very obliging, especially British Airways. Not sure how they are with Emirates, but definitely British Airways welcome you up to the front once the aircraft has come to a full stop. Everybody's off the aircraft. Oh man, that Azerbaijan Dreamliner, I'm sure he's going to go out at some point during... Where? Fire it up! Here we go! could be an early rotate. I have a funny feeling this could go up quite early. Yeah, look at that. Look at the vortex over the wing, man. Look at that. Created by the vortex generators on the engine cowls. Nice. So, blustery conditions on the climb out. Okay, gear is up. We can now, don't know if they're going to do an early, mid or late turn to the left, but you'll see how beautifully this thing turns. Possibly she's going to hit the clouds before she turns. I think she is. I think she is. A little bit smoky on the number 4. Get that checked out. Here she goes. Wow, look at that, disappearing. Hey, there we are, folks. Just before, I just want to say a big shout out to our good friends here at the courtyard. Hello. Wow, look at us back. Yesterday, one of our members, I think it was, sent us an email. I'm standing on my tiptoes here. Actually, maybe if I bring my box over here. There we go. I was standing on my soapbox, and the Lord said on the 5th day, "Come ye to Heathrow and behold the aviation." And so they went in their droves. Anyway, and they all came to the Courtyard Marriott. So a big shout out to Mohammed and all the folks here and the owners here. Yesterday, made a run up here, and they happen to be sitting in reception. They're opening on the 1st of February, folks, and one of our members actually got a very good room rate here at the Courtyard, better than anything else that's on the available at the other hotels, some that we deal with and some that we don't, but fair play to these guys. Of course, I'm standing on the observation deck, where all of you guys will be able to come and view. Obviously, if you're a resident of the hotel, not just for free. You can't just make your way up here. It will be under checks and scrutiny and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to shut up because, as you know, we're VS23 today with Neil. He's a captain on VS23 heading to Los Angeles, and flew on, well, I flew on the long range, the extended version of this going out. Right, okay, let's get it on. Talk, talk, talk and talk and talk. Hyde Park Corner, yeah. That's where they all stand on their soapboxes, Jilly. Empty flight. That's interesting. Flew the okay, listen out for the Howard possibly the Pratt & Whitney PW1133s. Great flight with Swiss. Good folks to fly with. I think, oh man, beautiful 777 turning on. Go on, son, up you go. Oh, missed him, haven't I? Oh. Gotta get it, sorry guys, sorry. Gotta get this beautiful, big, naughty 777 4-door. Rolls-Royce powered. Could be noisy, could be noisy. Getting quite tired, these old 777s with British Airways. Howdy ho! Oh, beautiful town 777 touching down on the southern runway. He's a big lad. Okay, clear takeoff, runway 27 right. Winds are flipping blustery, all right. Deal with it. Spool 1. Go for spool 2. There it is. Yeah! An Emirates Sky Cargo 777 freighter coming out from the south. Now watch his flaperons, folks. Could be a little bit blustery on the way up. Making adjustments. Of course, once the gear's up, it's a much more cleaner configuration. It's called a dirty configuration when the gear is down. Well, actually, really, to be honest with you, when gear and flaps and leading edge slats are down, quite calm up there for him. No sweat, mate, no sweat. Emirates freighter coming out. Nice. 115B's bolted to him. He's had a glass and a half of milk, and he look. Nice big glass of milk before he came out. And a cookie and all. He's had a cookie with it and all. Hey! Oh! How you doing? How's everybody doing? By the way, Tony in Miami, folks, he had a couple of weeks holiday. It's alright for some, isn't it? So he will be back at some point in the near future. Interesting to know why that Delta 767 looks like a 400 sitting over there on a remote stand. Whether that's down to staffing issues or what, I don't know. CFM 56 engines on this one, quite loud. Reverser, yeah. Oh, cool. Lots of people talking about the new Iceland Air livery, the livery pack, really, isn't it? It's called, I guess you could call it. 3 different variations of their new livery in different colours, different tail colours. Really good to see. We're very much in support of it, and possibly I may even be flying on one of them to Seattle, or well, from Keflavik to Seattle. Is it Keflavik? It's Keflavik, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So these are the views that you get, exactly these views, folks, from on the terrace here at the Courtyard Marriott as a resident of the hotel, of course. It's not open to the Gen pub. It's only open to residents, otherwise, of course, as you can appreciate, it would be like a flipping free-for-all up there. There'd be fights going on and everything. Mind that. So quite a bit of freighter traffic already. Of course, this is a full freighter, folks. That's probably why you're wondering why aren't there any windows on it, or why aren't there any doors over the wing or at the back. It is because it is a pure-blooded freighter, straight from the factory. Only use an L1 door, L1 and R1. Probably quite light, I'd imagine. He's going to go up quite quick. Angry looking aeroplane, innit? See the patches, she said. See all the panelling, man. Go on, son! Tilt mechanism on the Boeing 777, as there is also on the Dreamliner, just to bring the main gear trucks in alignment with the housing, the undercarriage housing inside the wing. Good little livery. This saw this in Toulouse first time. And seen them come to life here at London Heathrow over the last, well, I don't know how long. How long ago? When was the first time we saw Sky? It was post. Can't remember. I swear we've seen that jet before. I'm sure we've seen that jet before. Good afternoon, everybody. Stephen Forward, thank you for the wonderful show from Lakenheath. Thank you. It was a great day indeed. Thanks to all the folks up there at US Air Force, the 48th Squadron. Cianothus Blue, good day to you. Mac Cat Lady, GN Man. Talking of livery, I think it's about time BA changed theirs. Oh dear. Controversy. To be honest with you, that's a big ask for any airline right now, folks. Changing liveries, changing, you know, more or less changing their entire branding, so to speak. British Airways, way easy, son. British Airways, of course, you need to invest a lot of money to go for a branding change, like what Lufthansa have done and a couple of others, but those a lot of those were done during the good times, pre-COVID. So as you can appreciate, when you figure out how much it costs to paint one of these things, and also the time out that the aircraft is off the schedule, so to speak. All costs money for an airline, and to be honest, at the moment I think they're looking okay. They're looking okay. Got that wavy Union flag, windswept, and I do quite like that icon at the front there. It kind of works really nicely, especially when she's up and turning and banking. You see that flick, that hair flick. Actually, it's like the fella in the it's like the fella with the pullover hair, isn't it? Actually, geezer in the phone box, in the picture. Yeah, with the cigar, yeah. Rab C. Nesbitt, it was Rab C. Nesbitt, yeah. Gary Sibthorpe, good afternoon. Rab H. James Doink, Alexandra Wood, Keith Cornell, Helen Clapp, TCC, Captain Ron, Rob Ashplant, sorry, Lee Shan. Good afternoon, everybody. 3,600 people, along with one very proud father, going to be watching this departure with VS23, and it is, as I've mentioned, Captain Neil Foreman, who's going to be flying out with VS23 to Los Angeles. Not 100% sure if he's at the stick or at the side stick, so to speak. Of course, it is an A350, but oh, okay. I've just had a message from Neil. I've just had a message from Captain Neil, and he says I'm taking the flight, so I'll be in the left-hand seat. See you shortly. Kind regards, Neil. So we'll look out for him on the left-hand seat. I did send him a message last night that if he goes full or in this position where he is here, if he can, if they've got time, obviously, if they can give us a flash with either the taxi light or the wing light, one of the two. It doesn't make, and if they can't, if they've got to, they're pretty cool and laid back at Virgin, I have to say. JetBlue. So he's due out at 2. He's not that far off now, is he? He should be. JetBlue's 321 heading to New York, folks. Yeah, you got it. A little aeroplane like that going all the way to New York. Amazing how efficient these engines are, the low fuel burn on them now. I do like how these BA 350s look. Of course, our good friend Captain Dave now flying the A350. So he's going full length. Flown actually, or didn't we say we were going to try and catch his? Yeah, he has. Oh, turn it and burn it. Talk of turn and burn departures. That's one departure I remember very vividly. Vividly is good, isn't it? Vividly is clearly, isn't it? Very vivid, very clear. Yes. When my dear old dad at London Gatwick in his DC-8, I'm on the jump seat, the number 3 seat, sitting opposite the flight engineer on his DC-8, and He was in command of the aircraft in the left-hand seat, and we did a turn and burn departure. Remember, folks, we're talking about JT3D engines here, proper smoky, loud engines, and we literally took the sidewall off the tyres as we turned onto the runway at London Gatwick. Absolutely fantastic. Only flying to Paris. Charles de Gaulle, went on that short trip with him, and then other trips, of course, down to Sinar and other African destinations. Oman Air, saw this when I was here last night. Saw these guys coming in. I don't know if this is been in. This is last night's service, or and he's been here all night, or whether this is just now turning into a daily service. It's another cool. Okay, while there's a little bit of a lull, folks, let's do this. Take your left index finger or your right index finger, put it on that like button, and bosh, hit it. Just hit it. Let's see the likes climb. Let's see it. Let's literally watch it climb like a fuel pump. Ding, 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 ding. No, Sinar, isn't it? Sinar. Oh no, Sinar is yes, no, Sinar is not in Africa. It was yeah, it was. It's not in Africa, is it? It's not in Africa. Sinar is the Gulf, isn't it? Sinar is in the Gulf, isn't it? Swap shop. Never ask me about geography, folks. Pork chop. Brilliant. Oh. Pork chop. Okay, John Arnold, the Oman Air, this particular jet came in this morning. Thank you, John. So now we're back to regular service with Oman Air. That's great to hear. Got a good friend of ours who works out in Oman, doesn't he? At the airfield, or in ATC or something. Ian Snelling, Silkway West 747 on finals, Gilly. So we won't get a. Unfortunately, her turnaround will be about an hour, I would have thought. So what? Silkway? Oh wow, cool. Philip Sinclair, Oman Air have leased 3 A330s to Qatar Airways. Oh, that's interesting. Is that all down to that silly A350 debacle thing going on? Minor. Thank you, folks. Thanks for the likes. Not gonna, like, you know, make a big point of it, or like, you know, oh, please give us a like, please give us a like. It's not. It's just that, you know, when you've got 4,000 plus people watching and you got 700 likes, it's like, come on, you measly lot. Let that left finger do the talking. Remember the yellow pages? Egypt Air 787-9 on radar. Ian Snelling saying, good morning to you. Oh, I don't know, Plain Mad Dean. I've got no idea. Sharjah, I know what you mean, but it was definitely Sinar that we flew to, because it had a ton of abandoned aircraft. Very red sand, I seem to remember, down in Sinar. Maybe, obviously, they've probably improved the airport by now. Oh, Egypt Air, yeah, there's your Egypt Air pushing back now. Just about here, our engine's firing up. Interesting to see that. Thank you, Alan Holgate. Wow. Turning into definitely into a northwesterly now, Gilly. The ETD on the VS23 1420 something, or wasn't it? All the way to New York, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody tried it out yet who can give us a little bit of feedback, tell us what the ride's like in this JetBlue 321. I'm going to be flying to Seattle with my first and super class members on the for the 9th and 10th of next month, so literally a couple of weeks away. Is it a couple of weeks away? Oh no, yeah, it is a couple of weeks. But it's not next week, it's the week after. However, this we do have something quite interesting coming up next week, ladies and gents, which is a bit of a coincidence really, because we are, and I did mention this a couple of days ago at Lakenheath, and maybe before that, DHL are taking delivery of another Boeing 777 freighter, and that aircraft is currently at Payne Field, has been going through a couple of last minute check flights and stuff like that. She's going to be going on a tour, from as far as I'm aware. She's going on a tour which EMA is going to be the first. It's going to be the first stop. She's leaving on Tuesday, I think it is. She's leaving on Tuesday, 10 a.m. from Payne Field. We hope everything will go smoothly. She'll be arriving at Stansted on Wednesday morning at 0300. That's what we're hearing. So I'm going up there, folks, and we're going to do a freight night, but at the same time, within that freight night, we will also have the UPS 747 landing around about 8:30 in the evening, along with all the other freighters. Of course, it's a very busy airport up there at East Midlands, with UPS and DHL being the main companies up there that with their commerce flights, but the UPS 747 arriving around about 8:30 in the evening and going out around about 11:30. Wow, here we go. Oh, look at that, man. Haven't even had time to paint her blue. They're like, just get the flipping name on it. That's all we need. Mate, chuck your cargo off and come out in 40 minutes. Ain't gonna happen, is it? Still see her taxiing up to the southern runway when she's going out. Got to stick around for some windy arrivals, haven't we, on the northern runway? Once Neil's nice. Fire it up. Come back to that, folks. Lots of Dreamliners. Lots of Dreamliners. Look at this beautiful aeroplane. Slightly wider seats in the economy cabin, I believe. Look at those big, beautiful engines, man. Look right through them. High bypass ratio. Chris Alpine very rightly saying. We are, Chris, don't you worry about it. Anchorage is on the list. As soon as we can, we're going to get to Anchorage. I think at the moment it's what's the weather like at Anchorage at the moment? When does it start getting warmer? We should look that up, shouldn't we? Like when does the weather start getting better at Anchorage? Standing on the bank with a load of bears, doing some space pace work. Oh, blimey, O'Reilly. -7 right now in Anchorage. That will never stop, folks. Don't worry about it. Ian Cummings says VS23 looks to be going 5 minutes early at 14:25. There we go. Thank you, Ian. Jennifer Westcott, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. JetBlue to New York. Anchored down in Anchorage. Never heard the song. Oh well, I'm not the only one who's bad at geography then. Sort of North America. It's right at the north of America, isn't it? It's like Canadian border in it or something. Oh, okay, northwest corner of Canada then, right? Blimey, okay. Yeah, okay. Nowhere near Norway then. So we were talking about the F-15s the other day with the head-up display, the modern-day fighter jets with, well, I'd say modern-day fighter jets. These guys running a head-up display system on the Dreamliner as well. It's an option to the operators if they want it. It doesn't come FOC standard. Go on, son, punch it. So derated, man. Foot's halfway down on the throttle pedal. Watch that wing flex up. All carbon wing, all carbon fuselage. Wings at maximum flex now. There they go. Actually, they'll probably build a little bit more with speed, but I think there is a maximum flex on them. The flex is basically from the outboard section of where the engine is on the Dreamliner. All Dreamliners currently affected by the paint issues on the wing. Not a safety issue in any way, shape or form, just an annoyance for the manufacturers more than anything else, and the operators as well. The only opportunity that they get to literally patch up those bare patches of carbon on the wing is when the aircraft goes in for a check or a service or whatever it might be. They literally get the roller out with primer and bosh, off they go. Egypt Air. Hopes 1st of February, courtyard, yeah. Great views like these, folks. Not yet. Good, they're doing great deals here, folks. To be honest with you, the deal that we heard that they offered one of our members was actually better than anything across all the properties that we work with. And I'm sure that those other guys will be offering great service as well on that front. one of the good things that having spoken with all of the general managers, owners and so on and so forth of the hotels, quite happy for us to all work together. There is no sort of like competition per se, other than obviously what they just offer. Not looking to beat anyone, they just want to get footfall, isn't it? Footfall. What's that? Yeah. Okay, VS23 has pushed back, folks. Let's just see if Neil's okay. So he is live right now, folks. SKW VS23 is GV pop, no doubt, especially for Captain Neil's pop watching. Mamma mia! Here I go again. Terry Slater, VS23 on radar. Yes, Sherry. Miles High. Rob Ashplant. Lee Davies. Chris Alpine. Kevin Carter. What time is the Cappy taking off, Jerry? Not very long, Kevin. Roundabouts, another should appear quite soon. Which way he's coming out, I don't know. Whether he's going to come up this northern taxiway. Mind that. Wow, it's a long run that. Just dropped him off, didn't they? Or her, or them, or it. Ian Stanley, private Embraer Legacy 650. That is it right there. So yeah, next Tuesday night, folks, be ready for a long one, because we're going live in the evening to cover the freight night, but also, more importantly, to catch the arrival of a brand new 777 freighter with DHL at East Midlands this coming Tuesday night. We'll put out a post so that you can save it to your diaries. Yeah, people in rooms, sorry. Okay, folks, here he is now. VS23, folks, get sharing. Thanks for all your great comments. Thanks for getting involved in the chat. Welcome all our new members. Oh, blimey. Oh, it's happened right here, isn't it? There's an accident. splendid, thank you. So just caught behind some just gonna let that one go and catch this triple, folks. Most unfortunate incident down at Cape Town last week, or this week, with one of their 777s, the L2 door getting ripped off by the walkway bridge. Obviously an error by the ground teams, nothing to do with the crew or anything like that. VS23 is taxiing towards me, folks. Let's see if we get a flash. If we don't be disappointed, because obviously these guys are very busy on the flight deck. But in general, they're pretty cool. Look at how clean this one is compared to the other one. I think this one probably older, isn't it? So big shout out to Neil's father, who's hopefully tuned in right now, looking out for his son, very proud of his son, flying this 350 out. Neil wasn't sure if he was going to be actually flying the aircraft out. He's got two other captains also. They're still carrying out refresher courses. Picking up, mate. Fortunately, that 777's looked to me from the pictures that I saw, it looked to me like the damage was mainly to the hinge point, the hinge itself of the door, and didn't look like there were as it looks like it's almost as if it had a sort of like a fail-safe mechanism where it just tore off the hinge rather than tearing the hinge out of the hull of the aircraft, because that could have been a nasty. They'll obviously need to check it thoroughly and strip it down for to check for any fatigue or cracks or anything like that. Gonna grab Neil right now, folks. Everyone knows what that is going out. Oh, he's going out long, he's going out full length, so he'll be coming at us, I think, straight at us. deep in the taxi run, aren't they? All the they need to obviously follow their taxiway instructions, and possibly at this point in time it's not much of a case of taxi lights being here we go. Is he going to go in there? Is he going to go long? He's going long. He's going long. He's going to intersect point. He's definitely looking over here, isn't he? I was definitely looking over it. Definitely going full length, isn't he? Yeah! Okay, watch out for the light flash, folks. I said it would be pretty cool if he was holding, but I think he's going to go straight out unless there's an intersect. There might be an intersect that he'll have to wait for. Wait for it, wait for it, wait till you... Okay, wing lights are not on, so he may flash the wing lights. Checks are done, they're good to roll. Just waiting for air traffic control to give them clearance. Got a 320 rolling on with British Airways first. Couple of single aisle departures going out before him, I think. I think maybe this is because of his slot time. He may be a little bit early. Oh, I don't know though. He's 10 minutes behind it, isn't he? Was it 32? Anyway, who cares? Look at what we're looking at here. Currently number 2 on flight radar, folks. Let's make him number 1. Come on. Okay, too busy for the flash. Understandably so. I didn't see it. I must have looked away. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. He's in the left seat, folks. Beautiful aeroplane. Is that just rubbing his nose or a thumbs up? I couldn't quite see. Anyway, here we go, folks. VS23, thank you, Neil. Always a pleasure to do it for the crew. And this is out to all the crew, of course. Cabin crew as well on this flight to Los Angeles. We can watch it back later. Maybe someone's watching it live on the plane, who knows? Headlight did flash, Martin Smith saying. GN man, he did flash. Okay, we did get a flash. Thank you, folks. Oh, SKW nose light was on and off there, so taxi light. Cool. Go on, son. On that. I know we're all thinking, oh, was that a little tiny wing wave? Would not be, not with passengers on board. And number two, it's down to these high north-westerly winds. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, crew. VS23, enjoy your flight to Los Angeles. I wonder whether... great stuff. Great stuff. It's always crazy that part when you that bit when you hit the cloud, through the cloud, and then bang, you're out into beautiful sunlight. Always better to sit on the left-hand side of the airplane if you're flying during the day over the Atlantic. Or is it the other way? I can't remember. What did I do for Miami, I changed to the right-hand side. I changed to the right-hand side, that's it. Always fly on the right-hand side of the aircraft if you're flying across the Atlantic during the day, because the sun will track you on the left, and it's always blisteringly hot and very sort of like, if you're not a big fan of it, then try and book yourself on the left-hand side of the aircraft. Right-hand side of the aircraft, sorry. Yeah, perfect, yeah. Just makes your ride more comfortable. No, not yet. Silkway, okay. These engines hissing and popping. Wow, that Cargologic 747 is already touching down at Frankfurt, can you believe it? Might want to stick around, folks, because I'm going to hang around for some arrivals action on this runway. Could be quite exciting, could be quite interesting, should I say. Yeah. Yeah, if we order the pizza now for Tuesday night, might get there by Easy. Easy. It's a big old lump to control, that big, tall tail section. Huge fuselage, of course, which is almost like the side of a ship, which is susceptible to side winds. Wow, looked like he was tilting it left there. Got it all under control, though, of course. Smooth as. Look at that. Wow. Nice. Okay, let's get some gloves on. Oh! It's a wee bit chilly. It's a wee bit chilly up here on the roof. Rightio then. James Wilson, do you know that you single-handedly massively influence the top 10 aircraft that are tracked on Flight Radar 24 when you're live? That's insane, isn't it? Thank you, James, for that. Paul MK, Hugh In Chew, Andrew Hickinbottom, Paul Skilling, SKW. So left over Atlantic is right hot, so don't be left right uncomfortable and avoid left sitting on the right. Okay. Yeah, something like that. Where were these guys at Virgin? What's that? Where is he? Okay, go on then. What's his name? What's his name? Ian Miller. You need to actually, rather than you know, a little more haste, less speed, son. You know, if you look at the title, it says crew request. Yeah, this isn't the normal show. This is a crew request. Our attention and focus was on VS23. Okay, so you've just wasted 5-10 minutes of your life writing an email. And how you can call it shocking, my friend. Come up here, I'll invite you up here, I'll even get you up on here, mate. You stand here for 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 hours, yeah, and do the same thing and provide entertainment and constant entertainment, I have to say, to thousands of people watching. There's your grow up is all I'd say. You know, really. Keyboard warrior, another keyboard warrior, innit? Oh dear, oh dear. So yeah, Jilly, file that under B. Esther Leacock, good afternoon to you. Keith Cornell, John Grinham, and yeah, if people actually take the time to read the title of the whole thing, then perhaps there'll be a little bit more understanding of writing silly little emails like that. We're all having fun, mate. All 5,000 of us are having fun, and you're just sitting there moaning and groaning because you think I'm focusing too much on one aircraft. Well, that was what we're here for. You dimwit. What an idiot. Duh, which way to go, George? Fool. Robert Myhill, do you recommend booking a day and night at the courtyard to watch the planes? Most definitely. This is, just quickly, ignore the black bin liners, that's just for the pigeons, but this is the deck, this is the upper deck here at the courtyard, and of course around the corner it's not open just yet, folks, so wait until I give you the say-so, the go-ahead with staying up here, because we don't want you coming here and you can't get out here on the top terrace, because that is what this place is all about. So just hang fire at the moment before you book. I will let you know when this upper terrace is open. because I think they are they've still got a little work going on up here, but a great place to come. To be perfectly honest with you, this is the most important part of your stay, is being able to come up here with a coffee, hang out at the bar or whatever you want to do. There's going to be a restaurant bar up here. They're going to have pods up here as well round the other side, so that for all weather conditions that are fully air conditioned, full walk-through pods as well, so you can have a meeting up here, all that kind of stuff, which is really cool. Interesting to see that United 767-400 on remote stand, as well as the other 767 there. Very interesting. That's obviously again down to 8 more minutes. That's obviously down to passenger, flight crew availability, I think. Is he going to go? Is he going to go out of this runway? Yes, he is. Hey now. Quite atrocious. Sure that wasn't Mr. Victor Meldrew who wrote that? I don't believe it! Margaret! Margaret! Just S7 freighter just touching down. It's another cargo jet. Got some sausage rolls. See, that's another Delta jet going to remote stand. What is going on? Are there delays, Julie? Are there any cancellations or anything like that with Delta or? Naughty Fox is watching. He's a very naughty fox. So, GENX engines quite clearly emblazoned there on the side of that Gen X motor, identical to the Trent 1000. Just no way of distinguishing between the two. Easy for you to say. Watch the rudder. Disgraceful. Oh, I love some people, man. Funny as hell. Absolutely disgraceful. Could we do better, Dar? Says it on the thumbnail and everything. Potpourri! So, when are you bringing the 220s over here, fellas? Come on, don't be shy. I think that 777 is the last departure out of 27 right before. Should start seeing approaching aircraft vectoring to the northern runway, folks. Workhorse of the skies, especially with British Airways at the moment, these triples. When I flew on one pre-pandemic, it had a very squeaky seat. Rolls Royce. Okay, final departure before the switch over, folks. Nice noisy, growly departure, hopefully. Aviator Graydon. Welcome, Aviator. Great to see you here, Graydon. Scott Goop. Just put filters on Flight Radar 24, Scott Goop, for JFK, and there's 2 planes flying over the Atlantic, Jay. Is that a glitch or what? Tomorrow might be a good opportunity, Jilly, for me to do a little walk round, because if there's no people here, then I can do a walk round and show people the interior of the hotel, can't I? Possibly. Anyway, we'll see. There you go, ladies and gents. And breathe out. So I'm intrigued to know, somebody just mentioning that there were 2 flights over the Atlantic on Flight Radar at the moment. Very interesting to hear that. Whether this is relative to that, I don't know, but there's 2 United jets parked on remote stands. There's 2 Delta jets parked on remote stand, which is really interesting. Who's that firing up? It's not that 350. We saw one of the Virgin jets, the 350s, the other day, firing up his number 2 engine whilst he was taxiing. In fact, it was around about that point there while he was vectoring for the northern runway. jump on some comments here. There's a number 2 starting up. We've got Aviator Graydon. Julie Allen, welcome to first class, Julie. Going to be joining us in Seattle. And DK, also a new member. Welcome, DK. Going to be joining us in Seattle, Painfield and Boeing Field, on the hunt for the 777X, folks. She has been flying recently, so here's fingers crossed. But there are other aircraft, test flights, delivery flights, you know, taxi tests and taxi checks and so on and so forth, that we will be catching over the 2 days that we are there. Darren Jones and Billy Fire Service Training Plane. Oh, I think that might be him telling Darren Jones, talking about that. That is the fire training service there. Bit of a shame it's right slap bang next to Virgin. I can't. It's a bit like having a neighbour who's constantly having bonfires. You know what I mean? The nightmare neighbour next door or whatever it is. But there you go. Yeah. Sarah Newman, why not? Absolutely, come to London Heathrow for the day. Michael Simpson is also a new member. Welcome, Michael, to first class as a new member. That's an interesting way that normally that BA triple would taxi up the southern taxiway. However, there is a large portion of the taxiway that's cut off over there, so it may be the reason why he's come out on this side. Should get some decent climb out shots as well, folks. Not sure if Sean Kirshner is also a new member. Welcome, Sean. Great to see all you folks getting involved. Keep me informed in the chat, folks, if you've got any notifications on aircraft coming out or coming in, any interesting stuff. Do we have anything approach? Michael Simpson is a new member. Welcome to first class, Michael. Graham Laidlaw, and the 2 flights to New York are both JetBlue. Interesting. Wow. Wow. Andrew Wong. Is he from Hong Kong? Yes, folks, we haven't arranged any discount with the Courtyard just yet, folks. Don't book just yet. I know they wouldn't like me to be saying that, but don't book just yet, because I want you to be able to enjoy being up here on the top deck at the Courtyard Marriott. This is the runway inspection going on right now. These are the views that you get. This is right next to the edge rails here. And that goes all the way round as well. Of course, you get to see over at the British Airways maintenance. So if there's an engine test going on over there, there's all the hangars, the maintenance sheds there with British Airways. Of course, you can see all the way across there and to Virgin Atlantic's segment as well. Sort of like, you know, slap bang in the middle of British Airways stuff. It's almost like, you know, a why? What's that? What's that? From what? Oh. Looks like that Azerbaijan Dreamliner's not far off pushing. Looks like a great big barcode over there, doesn't it? Darren Jones referencing the A350 paint issues. To be honest with you, Darren, it's just an ongoing thing with mainly Qatar. There have been other airlines and other carriers that have brought it to Airbus's attention, but they're just dealing with it. Qatar, on the other hand, are just sort of like dragging their feet and still operating the aircraft. Don't get me wrong, they haven't grounded all of their fleet of 350s, but they're still being a little bit, you know, I would use the word whinging, to be perfectly honest with you, because it's, you know, it's highly doubtful that Airbus have said, oh, sorry, mate, your planes are out of warranty, mate, so there's nothing we can do. We can give you a couple of numbers of paint shops that you can take. It's nothing like that. Of course, these aircraft are constantly scrutinised, the maintenance on them. Airbus are always constantly in the loop with the aircraft, whether they're through a lease company or whether they're direct to Qatar. So, you know, it is just literally one of those situations that's kind of ongoing. It's a bit like if you own a vehicle and it gets recalled for whatever reason it might be. You know, it's just the equivalent of a customer throwing his toys out the pram, basically, and saying like, "Oh, I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with it at all. I'm gonna take you to court." What are you going to take us to court for, mate? Well, because I'm just not happy. But yeah, but what are you going to get out of it? I don't know. Well, why don't we just sit around a table and talk about it then, rather than you going on and on about it and dragging our name through the dirt and hanging your dirty washing out and whatever. Stephen O's, Japan Airlines 777 doing a circuit over Lambourne. Likely, Stephen, I would imagine that is because while they were doing the runway inspection, we had other aircraft on the approach, or other aircraft possibly in the Lambourne as well. Whatever happened to BEA? This little guy's, I think that might be the JAL. Is that the JAL Dreamliner there? That looks like Qatar, actually. That looks like a Qatar jet. Okay, so these are what you will see also, folks, from this deck. Let's see what kind of conditions they're up against. Oh, easy. Is that triple intersecting? Must be being towed. No, it isn't intersecting. Where is he on tow? There you go. He is as well, blimey. Be light, isn't it? Good afternoon. Okay, so we've got that one now. Yeah, Qatar 350. I thought it was a Qatar jet, but it is a 350, talking about the so these 320 Neos, or is this a Neo? Or is it a CEO? Yeah, it's a Neo. They can be a little bit A little bit unpredictable because of the big engines can act a bit like sails. No such issues for this pilot. Wow, it's crazy, isn't it, when you see the whole weight of the aircraft come down as it loses all of its lift and it becomes a vehicle rather than a flying machine. Okay, so talking of paint issues with Qatar, is this a 900 or a 1000? It's a 900, right. Easy. Oh yeah, see that soot coming out. Little incremental speed up from the throttles there. Generally all controlled by the pilot. Hammy Ink's son is 21 today. What's his name, Jilly? Sorry, mate. Cameron, 21 today. Is that the Slinger going out? No, it's Qatar, isn't it? Qatar 380. Come on, Qatar. Stop being such babies. Get around a table with Airbus, sort your problems out. Be happy people. Seems that isn't the issue at the moment because Airbus have cancelled a whole batch of orders of 320 Neos, haven't they? Or 321 Neos, which is not going to fare well for Qatar, I've got to be honest with you, because at some point in time they're going to be short of aircraft. And I can't see them going to Boeing and saying, right, we'll do 737 Maxes then. I just can't see that happening, to be perfectly honest with you. But we'll see what happens. Can we have our 321s back? Right, well, if you want to play nicely. All right, mister. I think this is the Real Jardinian with the Jardy jeans. What you talking about? Hey, calm down, calm down. Get the flare, get the flare. There it is. Who? Wow, really? Beautiful. What? good, relative decent view of London here as well, folks. London skyline. You can see the Shard, National Westminster Tower. Probably around the corner there, see Wembley, along with other notorious landmarks. Nowhere near ready to go out. Lucy McCluskey is a new member. Welcome, Lucy. It's a Big Jet TV. I've never heard of this said before, but where does the numbers come from? Like 380, 747, 320 and so on. Is it the body size? Paul Jones. Well, to be honest with you, Boeing started way back in the early days with I think it was the 7. It was the 7 designation, wasn't it? 727, 737. Of course, it just went on and on and on in terms of its higher number. Funny enough, the 717, which was not originally, I don't think, the Boeing 717, but it's the smallest aircraft that they've got on that. But the Boeing, sorry, the Airbus A, obviously for Airbus. And then the designation started with the 300 because it was for 300 passengers. Then it went to 310 because of the 310 passengers. Yeah, and they just worked their way up through the. It is kind of really aircraft size more than anything else. And when they were brought out, really, I guess you could say, 318, I think the 320 actually came before the 319 and the 318. I think the 320 was the first of the new next generation fly-by-wire aircraft with Airbus. Oh, go around. This is going to be a go around. This is going to be a go around. This is definitely going to be a go around. 100%. Here we go. Yeah, he's got off in it. He's got off very quick. He was still halfway down the runway. Okay, forget that. Segment game. Gutted. So excited. He was way on the runway though, man. Sorry, folks. See, that Virgin 350 was like there when he was at 500. 500. Plane infestation. No. Believe it or not, it's actually Jet2 have ordered 321 Neos, haven't they? Yeah, it's actually closer. I think it's about 10 miles or something like that as the crow flies. Actually, sorry, Buckingham Palace is 13 miles from here. Say it, then. Wind has Did I put the bins out? Ian Stanley, Singapore 777 on finals. Don't trust Jerry. Note to self, brilliant. I did really, I was like, well, go around, that was it, it's happening. No, it's not. I am, yeah. That's why I zoomed in on him as well, because I thought, oh, we're going to get that big plume of smoke coming out of the engines. But no. Carried on his merry way. Aircrew. Oh, actually, you know, Tower might call it. It can be one or the other. It's really discretionary, isn't it? It's going to sprout wings, that big lorry, isn't it? Dash! Oh, hello. What we got there? Is that squeezy jet, is it? Oh, little bit of easy, son. Oh, that was an interesting little bit. Yeah. God, you can see the way he's working the stick right now, man. Wow, it's throwing him all over the gaff. He's either a very inexperienced pilot or just doesn't like windy landings. Oh, mate, really? He's going to grease it after all this, isn't he? Of course he is. Or she. Was a bit of a bumpy approach though, wasn't it? Oh. Oh. Got a new member. Mark Davey, welcome back, Mark. 4 striper, he's got Captain Stripes, first class member, going to be joining us in Seattle in a couple of weeks' time. Don't forget, folks, as I mentioned earlier on, we've got a night show coming up at East Midlands this coming Tuesday evensong. So make sure you get the snacks in from the local store and refreshments, because I'm going to be doing a long haul at East Midlands to catch the DHL 777 freighter, brand spanking new, coming straight from Boeing Panefield. Isn't it a shame it's a couple of weeks out? We would have caught that going out of Panefield. Right, okay. Let us pray. Dear Lord. Actually, Boeing got the 707 designation from Dash 8's N number. Okay. Melody liking Icelandair's new livery, yeah. Well, I think it's just very interesting what they've done. I think it's very, they've used their imagination, haven't they, with Icelandair. I think it's a great thing, with the 3 different colour combinations. If you're a frequent flyer with them, of course, you're going to be going for the checklist, aren't you? To see, hopefully, that'll be the case here at London Heathrow. Us trying to spot those Icelandair Maxes. Going for a very, very young fleet. Oh, easy, son. Oh, what, the little kid? Oh, bless it. Where was that? Where was that? When was that? Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, bless him. Lady Gigi, cute Jimmy. Well, yes. Question is that as we've made everybody quite aware, this is not an official show, folks. This was just a crew request. So we are coming back tomorrow from this position. Not sure what time of day we're going to be here. But we will be back tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Probably get more of that departure action, because it was like really, really cool, wasn't it? Kenya Airways. There's 2 Kenya Airways jets in today so far. Brilliant. A bit unsteady on that one. blimey, no, don't leave me gear unattended anywhere. Lifeline, innit? All the ducks are swimming in the water, la 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 la. All the sun and the air and the sun. I am the son and heir of nothing in particular. Oh, you shut your mouth. How can you say I go about things the wrong way? I am human and I want to be loved just like anyone else. What's that, Julie? You bring out this choir school or something? What's going on? Oh, well, this is interesting, isn't it? Haven't seen Turkish's Dreamliner for a little while, have we? Or have we? Saw it last week. Okay, GP. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, he's not going to be very happy about that, is he? Oh, no, it's she, isn't it? It's she and you. Jody Bruce, Rab H. Merriman, JG May. There we go, Vince G, he's got it. Start up on the Trent 7s. Voice of an angel. Oh, what time? Well, I mean, is he going out or landing? Get a little bit more information. Is he flying? What's going on? Mojave BSF, Stevie Luscombe. Carl the astronomer is here, folks. Carl the astronomer, even responsible for putting a Big Jet TV sticker on the South Pole sign. And it is literally a sign. This is the South Pole, and he stuck a sticker on it. Of course, he removed it, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, he removed it before anybody says, like, you know, that defacing the South Pole. How very dare you! Fire! The fair's on fire! ATC 747 landing in 34 minutes. My yarn is saying, oh, there we go, folks. This is the Thai Airways 747, ladies and gentlemen. Seen it quite a few times on LinkedIn, doing the trips around the world. And this is with ATC, Air ATC. And yeah. Carl Watt. I don't know if Carl is flying this aircraft. Would be great if he wasn't. Darren 747 Stiggles. Good afternoon to you, Sailor Mike. Joan Curry. Sue Cruz. Aviation in 4K. Good afternoon to you, Kev. Timmy Toothpicks. Sue Lawson. Oh, right. Okay. Well, then in that case, yeah. Okay, folks, we've just had the confirmation tomorrow about 1:45. Hold on, stand by. Eli Kachura tuning in from Australia. Good eye. We also had repeat. Sarah Deal, Ian Morrison. Squirrel. Good afternoon to you, Squirrel. Carl. Puma 2035 mentioning the Trent Ultrafan, the biggest fan engine in the world. Soon, it has been going through testing. I'm not sure when it's going to be bolted to an aeroplane at this point in time. Folding wing tips, of course, as well, on the 777X. That Trent Ultrafan is a thing of beauty. Look it up, folks. Rolls-Royce Trent Ultrafan. It's the biggest span of fan blade ever, but it also has, whether it's the finished product, I don't know, but the blades are like, I think they're still, these are carbon blades. The first time that Rolls-Royce have dabbled in the carbon blade technology market. I think they're actually manufacturing it for the next generation of jets that are going to be coming on stream, and it's going to be available for. What's that, GB? No, it's all right. It's okay. Carry on. What was it? Yeah, he always does that. Okay, folks. Well, you all know Captain Dave. If you don't, then get looking for him on Twitter. Captain Dave. He's a British Airways captain. Was on the A380, then moved up to the moved across to the A350, and he's going out tomorrow afternoon. So what we'll do is we will, because I know that Hodgie's coming in, isn't he, in them at some point. Yeah, but what time are those? Okay, yeah, because we were going to do sort of like. Yeah, we can catch them. We can catch them on the Southern, but we can catch Southern arrivals. But yeah. Well, we'll figure it out, folks, and we'll let you know. But most definitely, Captain Dave going out on the A350 tomorrow. He must have heard me, Jilly, because I mentioned him earlier on, didn't I? So possibly Captain Dave. Hello there, Captain Dave. It's going to light it up like a Christmas tree. Captain Dave literally turns on every single light available on his aircraft. His words, not ours. Claire, wake up! .737 with KLM next. Captain Dave! G'day from Perth, Australia. Rhys Davis, Aeroflot 350 in ahead of the Thai 747. Well, ATC 747, ex-Thai 747. So this will be a P2F conversion, I think, for this aircraft. Whether they have converted her, I don't know. Has she been converted? All I know is she's a stretched upper deck 400. What's that? See, this is when you love being a bird, innit? Look at them, look. Having fun. Look at him going really fast. Look at him like, with all his mates, like. Look at him all, look. Just riding the winds, man. All the wind that's coming up from the side of the building. It's a big dilemma, isn't it, if you were asked by the Almighty, like before you were given the do you want wings or do you want arms? Well, can I have little fingers at the end of my wings, and then I'll be more than happy. And then I'll definitely have the wings. But I do without the web feet. Okay, so we'll do one after the 747 GP, and then discuss what we're going to do tomorrow. It's a long way down the runway, isn't it? Yeah, for sure, man. That'll probably never happen, but it's always a nice thing to think of, isn't it? Captain Dave. Big pint of ale for Captain Dave in his big mug. What they call that? The big jug sort of things that they had. Pewter tankard. Get Captain Dave's got a big pewter tankard. More of that there ale. Clive Clark, good afternoon to you. Steve Best, Paul Skilling, HGC, Sucruz. Ambulance 050 is in the house, I'm hearing. Jaru 75, Emirates EK31 Heavy, A380, 10 minutes out is inbound. Oh, we've got to get the 380 then, haven't we? We can't not get a 380. So we'll get that as well, Jilly. Where is the 747? How far out is he? Apparently got Airflot Dreamliner in either before it or after it. I think it's before. Somebody just mentioning. EK31, EK31, 10 out, 10 minutes out apparently. I just said that. Ooh. Oh my God, right, okay, I thought she was close. Okay. Sounds like a, sounds like a finch. Green finch or a red finch. Joe Thompson, 25 minutes out the 747. Ian Snelling, Air and Transcargo 747, 25 minutes out. Thanks, folks. Ting Tong John, good afternoon to you. Lee Davis, Paul Skilling, who into you? Steve from the UK, thank you very much indeed. Paul Waddington, Captain Dave, pilots of the Caribbean. Brilliant. Funny. Tunisia and Croatian too, Rob Ashplant saying. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, I heard on my way, when I was on my way back from Lakenheath on the news the other day, I heard Andy Kitilia, I think it is Kitilia. Welcome to First Class, Andy. Going to be joining us, of course, in Seattle. The second week of February. Yeah, interesting. In one day, apparently last year, or over a period of time, there were a large number of aircraft flights that were cancelled. This must have been sort of like post all the aircraft being parked up and so on and so forth, because obviously whilst those aircraft were parked up is especially during the summertime, which is when it was, so many aircraft being infested with insects inside the pitot tubes, and mainly in the pitot tubes, which I find quite surprising, that because we noticed that all the aircraft had obviously been covered over with cellophane, but you know, would imagine that their pitot head covers would have been on them, and why not? I don't know why they wouldn't be covered, but interesting to see that a huge number of aircraft flights being cancelled due to those reasons. Obviously, with the pitot head being covered over, it pumps out false readings to the flight deck, especially for altitude and other readings as well, airspeed and stuff like that. Mainly airspeed is the pitot, because of the air rushing through the pitot head will give you the you can see the pitot head on all aircraft at the front. You see those underneath the flight deck there, the flight deck window there, you can see one quite clearly. One is, of course, the angle of attack sensor, the AO sensor. Hey, oh, let's go! Moody, that shot, isn't it? Easy. This is a Turkish shot. It's a freighter as well, isn't it? They back in businesses in Istanbul then as well, are they? Yeah, 40 minutes ago, maybe longer. Oh, have you got a delay then? Oh, blimey, right. Oh, I say! Long time ago, mate. Long time ago. Aviation in 4K, thank you very much indeed. Paul Skilling, Kathy Collis, good afternoon. Claire Westerman, Ian Morrison, Aviation in 4K. Is there any chance ATC 747X Thai will land on 27 left? There is a chance, Aviation in 4K, because that's where he's headed, is to the cargo hub. So it's always a possibility, especially if there's little traffic about, that they might vector him on the left-hand runway, as with EK31 as well. But that is just a chance that we'll have to take. Ian Snelling. Gary Crowson tuning in from Stansted. Talking yesterday about talking with Gilly, discussing with Gilly, for God's sake, about the MD-11, the FedEx MD-11s that go into Stansted, and that we can't sort of like time a show around that in the summer. Get up there and see arrivals and departures of the FedEx MD-11s. AR wanting to see Nats Tower, of course. Those folks controlling our skies 24/7, 365, playing a major part. Without them, these aircraft wouldn't be going anywhere. Simple as that. So always. Oh look, this is Brussels Airline. I like this, man. Got a good close-up look at one of their jets when I was in Brussels, and oh no, it's not. It's Croatia. See, that's why. Yeah, man. Yeah. Wow. They got squares. Brussels have got circles. Wow, man. I bet Croatia ain't very happy about that, are they? They're going to have a battle in the old Eurovision Song Contest now, aren't they? Going to get him back about that. Don't worry about us, it's just nil point, simple as that. Don't even bother with anything, put us down for naught. We'd be more than happy with that. It's just completely useless. Andreas saying, give him a welcome back to Heathrow upon his landing on Lufthansa flight LH914, currently 20 minutes out. There we go. Who's that? His son, or? Oh, okay, Andreas. And his son, Luke, is using the Force on Lufthansa 914 in 20 minutes. Clive Clark at the moment. Jerry Stansted isn't that busy, it would be wasted trip. Clive, yes, I know what you're saying, but we are looking to do a trip to Stansted specifically on the lookout for the MD-11, and we would just, what we're going to do is we're going to track it for a day to see how many movements there are of the MD-11, and obviously we'll do it in the summer as well, when we've got a little bit more daylight, well, a lot more daylight, should I say. Bam Bam Boofer loves the MD-11s. Yeah, we all love a tri-jet, folks, and whilst they're still out there, FedEx, UPS, of course, still using them. Oh, there will be, mate, there will be. Yeah, but there will be. There will be one day. No. No. Whose aircraft are they? Steve from the UK, looking at the incoming DHL 767. Is it a rare plane for this part of the world? Well, again, yes. Well, we have seen DHL 767s in Heathrow before, but rare. More commonly, it's the A300, of course. Yeah, always great to see the 767, and of course their beautiful 757. Lee Davis, Sailing Mike. Jeff in Mass, good day to you. FedEx, UPS, and Western Global. Western Global fly the MD-11 into Stansted as well. So, you know, hopefully during the summer we'll get up there to Stansted and catch some of the activity. Great people up at Stansted, got a great relationship with them. We just got to plan it all out. That's all we got to do. Don't forget, next Tuesday night, folks, join us at East Midlands. Big lad. Oh, hello. Here we go. Here we go. Look how again, Emirates are so well synchronised, aren't they? It's going to happen again, Gilly. This time with one coming in on this runway. If you saw the departure and arrival the departure of the A380 with Emirates earlier on in the show, folks, you'll see as she's lined up on the runway to go out, the other one is literally flying in, and I think that's very likely to happen right now. How well are these guys synchronized? Yeah. Don't believe it. Are you sure that oh no, I don't know if is he going to turn left there? Yes, he is. Okay, watch this then, folks. Look in the background for the Emirates 380 that's taxiing out for departure. No, he's not intersecting. I thought he was for a minute there, but no. On that. I think he's going to go out in this section. Jerry Turton. Welcome back, Jerry. It's a four-striper. Captain Sky Marshal. Mr. Bear. Excellent landing, Captain Sky Marshal. Kissed the runway. Deirdre Rabbit. Beast from the east, indeed it is. Richard Bushell, you see that Qatar? Yes, indeed. Launch customer for 777 XF. The 777X freighter. Okay. Interesting. You don't often see this, especially when you've got a 320 lined up at the. Wasn't Lufthansa going to be the 777X launch customer, and then it went to Emirates, or is it the other way around? I can't remember. Yuri Trump, yes, the inboard engines are the reversers on the A380. Don't need them purely because of all the amount of brakes that they have, wheel braking, and those huge, great big spoilers as well, the ground spoilers. Reversers, ground spoilers, and of course the brakes, the wheel brakes. So funny enough, if you look back in the history of the manufacturing of the Emirates 380, apparently Airbus originally designed the aircraft without any reverses at all. Turns out that the customers weren't overly happy about that. Catch that one on climb out, most definitely. It's a 300. Might get a little bit of a cloud slicing with this 380. There she goes. Martin Akerman saying that they've been given 27 right. Yeah! Go, baby, go! He comes, go! Mariana 747, 5 minutes out. Folks, share the feed now. Get sharing. And also, while you're at it, lift that left-hand digit and hit that like button, folks. 4,500 of you watching. Let's get some likes pumped in there. Ian Morrison, Michael K, Dylan Hutchinson. Hi, Jerry. I'll be at EMA all next week, so hopefully I'll get to see you there next week. Good to see you, Dylan. If you are, Keith Cornell. Is there ever been a year since 1970 when Airbus A300 first flew when A300 have not flown into Heathrow? I don't know. Rab H, good afternoon. Just touched down in Corfu, so beautiful in the sim. Oh, he's in his sim. Darren Jones, the 747 coming in was registered in 1990. Must have some decent miles on the clock on that one, Darren. Yes, indeed. Looks like it was the last operator that it was with would have been Thai Airways. Thank you, Mars High, much appreciated. Steve Best. Disgracefully excellent shot of that 380. Brilliant. Melody R. Andrew Herberts may have a wander down to the East Midlands and say hi, as I only live down the road. There we go, Andrew. Good for you. Thank you very much indeed. Great to see you. If you're out there, folks, always happy that I always take stickers with me. So don't be shy. Come up, say hello. Be great to see you. And I don't know if people are going to be keeping me company through till 5 o'clock in the morning or however long it is. Certainly waiting around for the DHL's 777, which apparently is on a tour, so it won't be loading up. It won't be offloading anything, I doubt, apart from maybe a few packs of biscuits, and probably not loading anything up either. So she's going to be on a tour. This is coming from a good friend of ours, James, up at EMA, and of course Dom. Who's his cousin, who's going to get to fly that 777 as well. Looks like Azerbaijan, big favourite amongst a lot of people, that Azerbaijan Dreamliner. Thank you, folks. Thanks for the likes, folks. Really appreciate it. And make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. I don't want to ask you to do too much stuff, but I just don't want you missing anything. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on your notifications, because we are live guaranteed twice a week, but sometimes it's a little bit random, folks. So you never know, just like today when we might be on. So make sure you hit that notifications button so that you don't miss anything. And also, if you want, that is, we do have an app as well, all free of charge, available on both platforms. And no in-app purchases or anything silly like that. It just it means it's another way of guaranteeing that you're not missing any content that we put out. Eli Katura, sorry, just subbed Big Jet TV. There we go. Thank you very much indeed, Ellie. Miles High, Captain Skay Marishil. Where do you see the British government A321 near? I heard it went to Australia. Wow, did it? Captain Sky Marshal, blimey. Cheryl Chapman, Andy Stevenson, Paul Grew. Remember Azerbaijan A340 500? Yes, I do. And we have caught her a couple of times here on the show as well. It's another 350 on approach, isn't it? Aeroflot's 350 with a 747 behind it, folks. It's quite a rare beast at the moment. Robert Mendez. Shout out to Robert.
Yeah! Dom H, where you're going to stick a sticker inside the inside somewhere on the door. Okay, switch back straight away. Here we go, folks. The curtain call. Of course, it's a jumbo jet. We started the show with a jumbo jet, and we're finishing the show with an Thai Airways 747. Now, P2F conversion. Don't know if it has been fully converted. Perhaps somebody could give me the info on that. Of course, don't forget, folks, that Airport Bowl is right here next door as well. So if you're into bowling, it's another thing you can do if you come and stay here. Oh, converted in 2011. There we go. So she is a freighter. Look for the distinctive Thai Airways branding on the back of it. Unmistakable. To show how bleeding strong these things are, doesn't it? She was stored for 5 years, flipping heck. Look at this beautiful aeroplane. She's hot. absolutely stunning. Wow. Marcus Repellet, yes, still looks in amazing condition. Over-engineered. Backup system after backup system after backup system on these redundancy systems, should I say? Everything has a redundancy. It's still got that. Is it still got the gold on the livery there? I think it has, hasn't it? Has it? Yeah. All they've done is taken away the Thai logo on the livery on the tail and the front Thai Airways, and just slung cargo on it, and that's it. Bosh. Too much money to have that painted, and too much time out of service. Maybe one day she'll get the ATC livery on her. I have no doubt that they will, because they're pretty keen on making sure that all their fleet are identifiable. Engine on that aircraft. The CF6s, are they? Okay, there you go. That's the CF6 with the long, elongated exhaust shroud. Sometimes a little bit difficult to tell between the CF6 and the Pratt & Whitney when you've got the long exhaust shroud on the CF6. Normally, you can see the big pointy exhaust tips on the CF6. Not on this one though. There she goes. Yeah, it's not come from Thailand, folks. It's Aerotrans Cargo, ATC. Looks very shiny, doesn't she, that Aeroflot 350? Sue Clark's a 4-striper, female captain. Welcome back, Sue. Big Jet TV first class member, going to be joining us in Seattle next month. Yeah, I nearly said it. Nearly said next week. We're going to be back tomorrow, folks. We will be back tomorrow. We'll give you an update on what time. That's another reason why I download the app, so that you'll get the notification when we're on, when we're due to go on. We always put out a show alert to everybody to let you know when we're going to be live. So we don't want any of you guys missing it. Lots and lots of people, many thousands of people downloading the app. It's just something else you can put in your pocket. Stick it in your skyrocket. Right, okay. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la. Oh, look at that lovely shot there. Ducks are swimming in the water. Right, get on me. I've got to get on me high horse again. Steady, Tunnel. Steady. Whoa, there, laddie. Whoa. There you go, folks. How about that? We have got the Austrian is a premium member. Welcome back, the Austrian. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much. I told my husband it was Russian before anyone said anything, Melody saying. Right, folks, we're going to be back tomorrow. We'll let you know. Don't forget, the app is your friend in your skyrocket, and also, of course, YouTube as well. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, but also hit that notification button. Because we don't want you missing anything. It's all well and good being a subscriber, and if you're a new member as well, folks, don't forget you need to subscribe to the channel. both in order to chat, but also to get your notifications. It does not automatically subscribe you to the channel on YouTube if you become a member. So we don't want you missing out on anything, folks. So make sure that you do that. Let's just get a little bit more there. There we go. So thank you to Courtyard Marriott right here. Where I'm standing right now is where you, as a resident of this wonderful hotel, can come and stand out here of a summer's evening and enjoy these beautiful sunsets with a glass or two of whatever. Drink responsibly, and yeah, just chat amongst your friends, whatever you want to do. Bring the family up here. Great place to visit. But don't do anything just yet. Wait until I say, because this is not open yet. So we'll see you tomorrow. Look after yourselves, folks. Take it easy. Ta-da! Okay, GP. Wait a second. Let's just get that sunset. What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? Oh, Andy's son. Oh my God. Okay, sorry folks, hold on, don't go anywhere. We've got Andy's yeah, we won't, well, we will be, but I'll be fast asleep in bed, unfortunately. Yeah. Won't be here at Heathrow this Wednesday, folks, because obviously we're doing a sort of like Tuesday into Wednesday show at East Midlands. So very unfortunate, won't be able to film you going out, I'm afraid. Is that a private jet? It's a private jet, isn't it? Looks like a T-tail. Looks like yeah, it's definitely a... That's how it is. Southeast he is, shish. Cessna citation, there we go. Up! Brent De Philippis says, I just landed on the BA jet from Gibraltar. Oh, did I miss him? Oh, sorry, Brent. Oh, sorry, Brent. Oh, that's a shame. I think he landed whilst I was actually... I looked at him, didn't I? Sorry, Brent. You could hear him. Could hear him. It says 2 out, GP. It should be now 1 out. Okay. So Andy from Frankfurt, his son Luke is next in, folks. Use the runway, Luke. Use the runway. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Jeff in Mass! Why is the Aeroflot not painted with the silver paint like the other aircraft type? Jeff in Mass, I think that the Aeroflot jets, that is their new livery, I think, with Aeroflot, I believe. It's their most up-to-date livery anyway, I think. Lucy McCluskey, Jerry, will you be at the same spot tomorrow as I might come to Heathrow? We will be here at the same spot, Lucy. Unfortunately, you can't come out here because it's not open to le public yet, I'm afraid. Yeah, by all means, come up and enjoy the conditions. I think it's going to be half decent conditions, not any rain planned for tomorrow. Arthur Benny saying, folks that want to come to Heathrow, buy yourself a good quality A2C radio. Yeah, I would have always 125 XLT is the radio of choice for us. Anyway, not that we use it, but it's Radio World is who we have always have had a good relationship at Radio World up there in near Manchester, and they if you I think they will tune it for you for free as well, which is always the big difficulty, I would say, most definitely, unless you've got some kind of a degree in knowing how to tune a radio. Good luck with that, because it is, I gave up. I completely gave up. Okay, here we go. This is the last one, folks. For Andy, this is Luke. Use the runway, Luke. Use the runway. Pratt & Whitney's all right. Okay, folks, look after yourselves, and we will see you tomorrow. Keep your apps open for updates. Look after yourselves. Great being with you, and we will see you tomorrow. GP, that's a wrap.